here's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Miami Dolphins. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Hard Rock Stadium. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go, Jack.
They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
I'm getting the sense that Fletcher Cox is making offensive linemen want to take the week off when they have to play against him.
It's a regular routine for him, isn't it?
It really is. That play there, that's him all day long. Good luck trying to block him and keep him from disrupting your offense.
Second down, here's Mostert again. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with third and about 6 yards to go.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is third down and 6. Here's Tua. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. T.J. Edwards in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to fourth down. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over first and 10.
Come on. Hey.
Hurts. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. He'll dump this down to Matt Breida. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. 5 yards. Now it's third and 5.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Throwing is Hurts. And this is caught by Watkins. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. They'll run for the first time here with Matt Breida. And he can only manage to get a couple. Second and 8 coming up.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
From the 38, Hurts. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal. This will be from 49 yards out. The kick by Elliott is good. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3. And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Now on 2nd and 13. Hurts got a man. It's Brown. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. A chance for a first touchdown drive of the year. It's 1st and goal. On first down, here's Breida. A good run on first down, and now they contemplate a 2nd and goal situation.
That's a great run right there on first down. Didn't quite get into the end zone, but now you've set yourself up for at least 2, maybe 3 more shots from close range.
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Jalen Hurts scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead grows to 10-0.
Eagles 10, Dolphins nothing. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. And his throw here's incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
So line of scrimmage still to 39 on 2nd and 10. Back to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Watkins. And they're going to move it down inside the 25. A run between the tackles with Breida. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Ready? Get it, Pirates! Get it, Pirates!
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. And the first play will be a field goal try. Kicking into a headwind here in the 2nd quarter. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
50, Strikers, 3-3.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Tua going to tap this forward on the jet sweep. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
A gain of a yard on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Light blue. Red, cycle.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
Tua now on 1st down. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Darius Slay with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. He had already had an interception earlier. Now, Charles, he says, I think I'll get another, and I'll take this one all the way back for the score.
Well, you know how I feel about those defensive backs, especially safeties. They're certainly some of the best athletes on the team. They're asked to do a little bit of everything. And when you combine their athleticism with their field vision, those types of plays result.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Tua sets up to pass it. Buying time to his left. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Eagles... over here up near the 40. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They run again with Breida. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
The Eagles on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll set up to throw. Wide open is Watkins. He's got him. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 21 yards there on 3rd down.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
But 1st down, Hurts. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. And he'll wind up getting about 6 out of that, as that's going to lead us to the 2-minute warning. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Okay, break.
Six yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Okay, ready?
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Ready?
He'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Watkins. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as he'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime.
Check.
Oh, the sneak, it's Hurts. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. And he is going to lose yardage here. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Breida, they'll go up the middle. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Give him a couple on the run there, and now they're in that in-between area here on 4th and goal. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Quincy Williams worked his way back for that sack.
No question, that was needed by the defense because they're already trailing by a couple of scores. They had to get off the field without allowing another one. That sack on the first play, that may have derailed this drive.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds. Pretty nice gain on the scramble. Gets him 12 yards.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. Here's Hill on the return. So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it. Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47.
Claws, 10. Blue striker. Cheetah, cheetah. 10.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And my goodness, another interception. And the Eagles are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
Well, I think everyone who's watching was certainly hoping to see things get a little bit better for them in this half, weren't we? But it was a downright miserable first half. This carried over with an interception to begin the second half. That's a defeated offense right there. There's still a lot of game left. I don't think that's the last turnover we're going to see today, partner.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now back to throw. Steps away. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first.
As he came to the line of scrimmage, he knew he didn't need much to reset the chain. So when he saw the space he needed, no hesitation. He went to the marker and got his guys a first down.
Come on, come on. Hey.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
And good yardage there on first down because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
Here's 2nd and a yard. He'll drop to throw. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Dallas Goddard. And the Eagles are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Elliott on for the extra point. And the lead is now an even 30.
Next to score, Eagles 30, Dolphins nothing. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. From his end zone, Wilson. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that will shave a bit off the lead as it's down to a 23-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown. After the turnover, it's Tua. And they're going to get the two-point conversion, caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Breida. And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Looking to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. It was Raekwon Davis with the tackle. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Hurts. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up the screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late. And that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Brings up 3rd and 13.
Looking to pass. Tua. He's going to drop this underneath to Mostert. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. We are through three quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Here we go. Here we go. 6, 7.
Fourth down, fourth quarter. Here's Tua. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Dolphins can't convert on fourth down. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. Hurts sets up to throw it. Throw left side complete. That's Watkins. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that'll bring up a second down in just a couple.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
2nd and 2. Throwing is Hurts. It's caught. Smith. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Hurts finding Smith for the Philly first.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. But down here near the goal line, you don't think of a cornerback in run coverage, but he made the stop.
Yeah, most of the cornerbacks we know, they want to be those pass defenders and take away one half of the field. But the best ones in the game are the complete cornerbacks, able to tackle and run support, as we just saw there.
On 2nd and goal, Hurts. And they were looking to set up the screen, but that's going to be incomplete. Almost wound up going the other way. Well covered defensively, and it'll bring up third down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, fourth quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, but they do keep him out of the end zone, and now it's 4th down. Defense keeps him out of the end zone there. Now, will they go for it? And if so, can they do it one more time?
Yeah, I just don't know if it's worth it going for it, because what we've seen from the defense so far, every gap is taken care of. Everyone is sound in their coverage. No one is breaking free, and those ball carriers are getting tagged. If I were them, I'd think very hard about just taking 3 points and taking their dignity and moving on.
And the ball's at the 2, spotted at the 2, so a pretty good chunk to go.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive.
And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now.
Off of play action, Tagovailoa. And going deep for Hill. And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Dolphins will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
Here we go.
The penalty moves them into the red zone here on 1st and 10. On play action, here's Tua. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Tyreek Hill from 17 yards out.
And the Dolphins have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away.
Returning from his end zone is Ty Johnson. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Now whistles and a stoppage here. Looks like one of the Eagles is in some discomfort out there. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Hurts throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think he continued to do so.
They go counter with Breida. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32. Now the Dolphins are going to take another timeout here. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. 62 yards for him on the ground now on that, his 20th carry of the ball game.
How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3-and-out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Charles, defensively, 1 timeout left. Do you use it here, or do you let it roll to the 2-minute warning?
I would use it here because you're going to get the 2-minute warning stoppage as well. And then that means you have to snap the ball again. Something could happen. Something could go awry. You could get the ball back. I wouldn't let it run.
Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for 1 more first down to help salt this one away.
Here we go.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Here's Hurts to throw.
And that is incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive. Stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down.
So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal.
The kick by Elliott is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Avonte Maddox.
With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, 3rd and long. That would give DeBrito. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
The kick by Elliott is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Down.
2nd and 10.
Claude red.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And now here's another interception.
And the Eagles are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
And he takes us across the 15 to the 17. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for the Eagles, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they will get a home date next week against the Los Angeles Chargers.